Oopsie doopsie doopsie doo. Oopsie daisy. Hey Daisy, oopsie doopsie. Yeah. Oh, I can do like this because no one is here. I can be. Whoop-a-doop-a-doo. I can say whoop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. Let's see here. Lots of things going on now. In the beginning, I will, as always, wait a little before I start talking about. And I need to. So, shoop-a-doop-a-doo. So-si-do-si. What is wrong with me today? I have no idea. What is going on? So, yes, I wait a little more. I often try to wait, and I need to check also now. There is fan noises. Live with it, or well, you need to live with it. And I also need to check so the audio is okay. I always need to check that now nowadays because we had some issues before, but that was some strange problem. Now I hope I've solved that forever, but let's check. Yeah, it sounds good. I could hear myself. Okay, I can't say it sounded good, but it sounded because it's my voice, and it's not the most pleasant voice. I know. You don't need to tell me about that. And we should do lots of different stuff here now, so we can just get this show rolling. Yes, and I will keep talking a little junk like this and so on, and wait. I give it I often give it like 3-4 minutes, maybe even 5 minutes sometimes before I start to talk about a little more serious things. So now I'm just sitting here and rambling and so on. But of course, people that come here and watch this as a recorded session, they think, why are you like, get on with it? But the thing is, they can always like scroll a little bit so they get into what they want to hear. So okay, lots of small noises here, and my hair look like crap, but hey, so do the whole face and all that, so it's kind of matches. But yeah, now let's see, I will start slowly. We can start with this that I often start with, the weather. Start with the weather. Let's see if I think it feels like this should be no, it is okay. The weather, yeah, how is the weather? I don't know. Yeah, the weather is fine. Sadly, I'll almost need to say, but sadly, in some way, because we had a yellow warning for heavy rain. It should start last night even, and so on. But it seems like it has passed a little more south, still in the northern part of Sweden, but a little south to us. Because we haven't got any rain. Maybe a few drops. I have missed them, but no. And we really need it. We haven't got rain for ages now. It feels like, yeah, I think it's over a month or more, and we have like almost up to 30 degrees. So it's really needed, to be honest. Also, we're going to have a really yeah, really fast coming autumn, because the trees, the leaves and all that will die. It will die, I say. And it's not good for the farmers and or anything when it's like this. So hopefully we'll get some rain. But yeah, we did not get this heavy rain that we had a warning for. Instead, we had clouds. It started to be like cloudy, and I thought yesterday also, yesterday evening, that now it's coming, but no way. So now, and it said that we should have rain like today, tomorrow, and Monday and Tuesday. Now that seems to be changed. No rain today, no rain tomorrow, no rain on Monday. Some on Tuesday, but not much. And maybe some on Thursday next week. And it also were like going to be colder, but below 20, like 18, 19 degrees, more like our normal summer. And that is going to be, and it is a little colder today. It's so strange to say colder, but it's not that warm. It's like 17 degrees. It's nice, to be honest, after all this heat. But then we are, and it's going to be 18, 19 tomorrow and on Monday. And Thursday, even down to 14, because it's going to be rainy then. But that is pretty sure. Then it's going up to over 20, 22, 23 degrees the rest of that week, almost, or yeah, give and take. But everything is now really unsure. The prognoses are unsure. Today is sure. Hey, no, shit, Sherlock, it wasn't. Your last prognosis were not sure. Tomorrow pretty sure, and it goes like it seems to be some fronts and so on coming. That is hard to predict. So, but hey, that is how it is. And as always, please do not be shy. Do write in the chat. As I said so many times in my life, even if you just say hi or talking to each other or whatever, I like when it's some interaction in the chat, because that keeps me a little motivated. Even if I see people is here watching, it's totally different for me to see when people are active. So it is. It may sound silly for some, but that's the simple fact. That's how I work. So don't be shy, and don't be shy to press that like button if you like it also, because everything like those things helps us here. That's the simple fact. It's algorithms, and the better you fulfill the algorithm, the better you will be shown on YouTube, and the higher chance to other to come in and all that. That's how it works. If any questions about that, take that with YouTube. Not me. I haven't done this. So yes, that's kind of all about the weather. I will start talking. I have talked, but I will start. What have I to say? Well, as always, I will say not much, but it always ends that I talk for an hour or so. But I will try to not do that. But I have some information. I will keep you guys in the loop. And I have written it, and I have talked about it in the chats, and I have written it on the Facebook page also. But I will want to share it like this also, because then if there's something you have a question or whatever, you have the opportunity to ask live. Woohoo! It wasn't me. So yes, let's dig into this with cameras. As you've seen now, I have two. There has been some slightly changes with the camera, but let's start with the big project that I were looking forward to so much. I were looking forward, and that I also try to promote even quite a long time now. That it's going to be a camera on a mountain and all that, and a long walk, and we put it up and all that. I need to get my phone, so I'll be right back. Sorry for, but I always cough and shit. No, I don't mean it like that. That I always cough and shit. But yeah, I hope you understood. Oh my God. I need to say in here also that so, and there is one thing, and we had to wait several days for the internet service provider, the ISP, to open some ports, and now they did that yesterday, and I was super tagged, and yay. Now I can put it up because the view is really nice, even if we have a little issue with the placement now, because cables was not long enough. We will fix that later on, but we need to get it up and running first. And it's a little covered by the roof. Maybe I can even show you guys. Yes, I think I will do that somehow. Let me see, because I will try to. Let's see here. Can I open this in somewhere else? Now if I do like that, this is going to be just a little snap. It's not even how it's a small image that is captured just so we can see. Yeah, it's in the software and so on. But I can at least show you a little bit what I'm talking about. Let's see if I can find it. I can find it if I just search for it. Let's search for it then. I do. It looked like this, and now maybe the quality will not be good when I do like that. But this is kind of how it looks, the view from this camera now. And yeah, you see here, up here, there is a little covered by the roof, but also we want to keep it a little hidden, but hopefully we will put it up here. I don't know if if you can see my cursor. You can't, but you see it's covered by the water sprout, and I think it's called that. And also a little bit about the roof. But if you look to the left on the roof there, you see there is like some wood, and I wanted to place it quite long in there, quite long, but at the end of that, which will give it more of the sky and also more of the whole area that is now covered by this water sprout and so on. So this is how it, if we get all to work, it will look. So that is the view that we are going to see from that camera, hopefully in the future. But as I said, we need to get it solved, because I can access it. That was newly taken. I took it from within the camera now. The time isn't really correct. I see now. I need to adjust that. But never mind. The thing is, I can access it through the web, and it works in the app on the phone. But the streaming doesn't work. I can't get the stream. I can't fetch it, and the port is open and so on. I do that on every camera here. Grab the stream in a special way, so that doesn't work. And there is also no picture. We should be able to watch this live within the browser when we log into it, but we can't do that either. So, and we have our old router now that is working as a switch. We have configured it as a switch because this router we have has no ports. It's full. So hopefully that is that one that causes it. And if it is that may be solved tomorrow, because the chairman, the head of the radio club, he said, "Oh, I can go up there tomorrow. Or, if it's no rain or so, he can go up there." And then we have a computer that rarely being used, because when he is there, he is using his. He always takes his laptop, so he uses his laptop when he's up there. Sorry. And most people that are active using this station remotely, as I do with my radio. So we are rarely using this computer. So he will unplug and take the cable from that instead. He said. We will see how that works. Or not the cable, he will just unplug it from the router and use that port, so it's direct. And then hopefully it works. If it doesn't work, then this is a failed project. But we have another issue also, that this we have now started to get a big we got I get warnings from this now. I need to I did some stupid thing. This app has two different modes. It can capture movement, and it can capture that when you see a human body, it can like calculate, oh, that is a human. And I might stupid what did I do? I activated movement as well. So now a bird or some trees or something, also indicates. I will turn that off later, but that's something else. So the thing is, we now get some. It's in our radio lingo. It's called QRM. We got some interference, and it could be from either. Normally, those kind of interference comes from power supplies, cheap power supplies, and it could be from the router we have now that my friend brought, or it is the power supply for the camera. And if it is this power supply for the router, that is fine, because we're going to take that away now, tomorrow, hopefully. If it isn't that, if it is the ray or the cam, then we need, even if you get this to work now, we need to take that down. Not physically, but we need to shut it off until we can rewire it from some other power supply, because this is 12 volt, so we can use like power supply for the radio, hook it, because we have one quite powerful that is up all time, because we use this radio. It's on, that power supply is on all the time, so that we can change and use that instead. But that will take a while because then we need cables, we need to solder, and we need to do things and check. So is it plus on middle or on the outside on the contact? It's lots of more work. So hopefully tomorrow, knock on wood, we will hopefully get this fixed, and hopefully it will work. Hopefully it start working when we don't use this router or as a switch, that we move over, give it a direct port on the router. I don't need to go into everything like that, but hopefully you guys understand. We will take away the switch and put it on the router directly. If it doesn't, there is nothing more I can do because we have done what we can, open the ports and stuff. That's about that camera, and we will see how it goes. Next, we can, what else can I say? Well, I can't say lots, but it should be useful information also. Then I failed every time. But the thing is, as you may notice, it has been some slightly changes with the cameras. It has added one more camera now. As you can see, it's a new view. I call them, I'm going to call them, as you see, nature cams, because they're pointing, it's fixed into some nature area. And the nature area can be, as it is now, just a field, or it could be, it could also be like, if we get this going on the mountain, it could be some special view. And the new ones is one new that is pointing out, because I want to explain this. I know it may, some may think it's not interesting, but some may. So that's how it is. It's my stream, I can talk. Why do I kind of apologize for what I'm telling? I don't know, I'm weird. Yes, you are, indeed. So, it is like this, we got a new cam, a really advanced, expensive cam, that we have, because the camera that earlier was aiming for the antenna, that one, me and my friend that has, we have this radio station together, we are using that to see. I told this so many times, but I take it again, because there could be new ones watching also. That we have it to see where we're aiming, or which direction we're having the antenna. Because the indicator doesn't really, it doesn't work. And we were planning to bring down the antenna and tower this week, but no, it was too risky. It's big job. This antenna, it's quite large and it's fragile, and it's, we didn't, my friend said, no, so he bought this. I bought this so you can have that instead and try it, and then we buy it from him if it works fine. And as it is now, it's, oh my God, it's a really good quality. So now I also stream that, but the stream quality on that one is not the best. It is sometimes it's pixeling because I'm using it on that laptop over there. It's an old laptop with low memory and so on, so that struggles, and that's also why I replaced. I don't know if you saw that now. That it messed up there, because that computer on over there, that is the one that handles my main stream. That handles this with the 4 images, my main stream, and it also is the radio. And also I have 2 computers more, one that handles another stream and one that I'm using for everything else. That's my main computer. And the laptop you saw maybe on the right side, and those 2 monitors, that's for work. That's a work computer, so that's not really mine. So that is how things are. But since that, and now it's also that camera take much more, it's much better quality. I don't even run it on full. So this has 4K and so on. So and I'm not running it on full resolution and highest settings even. That's not needed because that also will take bandwidth. I'm using my brother's internet. They have fiber now, 500, but still. And so there is also, I don't know, if you think I'm unfocused sometimes, I'm also working with something else here on the side. But the thing is that the old camera, because when I lived at my brother, I also, I have talked about this before also, but I take this all together now. For those that watches my life, you know I had 3 cameras in Crete. I also had 3 cameras, I think I had 4 cameras when I lived, before I moved to Crete. But I had those good quality cameras. I had one on the balcony, and I had one in the living room, the combined kitchen living room. But I also had one that pointing outside to the front of the house there. When I came back to Sweden and lived at my brother for a little while, I mounted that on top on I mounted that on the barn. I call it the barn, but it didn't work. And I tried 2 different like adapters, if it was the adapter, but no, it didn't work. Now I just this camera that was aiming for the tower, the antenna, was the same brand and all that. So, and that worked, as you know. So I switched that. Now that is aiming, you see the field, now that is that camera. And I took the other one home now, which also, now today, I felt like, well, I need to test it again. So I found an adapter, a third adapter, a power, but I thought no, it's not going to work because it's broken somehow. You know, X-ray and all that, you know, on the plane before it comes. Something has been toasted for somehow. But it started, and I can access it and so on. So that's also now something So now I have that one. Also, so we will see if I can put that up somehow as a test also. But it means, at least it means that I have an extra cam for some other places and so on. Maybe I will, just as a test now, we will see. If I get it to work working with that on another monitor now as I speak. That will be used here for a little while. Then I will see if I can find some nice spot, because I need two things to get it to work. I need internet, of course, and I need power. If I got those two things, if I find someone, oh, you have a lovely view here, can I have my camera here, and so on. But yeah, we will see what's happening, because I'm trying all the time to think of ways to, oh, how can we make this a little bit slightly better, and so on. So, because I want it to be a mix of us, and by us I mean me, Cinderella, and Lola, or Cindy or Molina, how you. Sadly, I don't. We have also we have this new camera. This I don't know if she has streamed or anything. I don't know. I don't think so. I will see that. I check now as I speak. No, we have Queen Roselle also, the new one, and she just need to press start in the streaming app on her device, and she will be online. She hasn't done that. I have now started to ask, what's the plan? Is there any problem that, or whatever? What's the reason? Because it's gone over almost a week now. Yeah, give and take a few days there. And I even said that no, she doesn't need to stream every day, but at least a few times per week, and the more the better. And I haven't seen. So we will see if nothing happens next week, no live next week. I will remove that spot and look for some other that have more interest. We will see. Hopefully she will, because it's a really nice person, and yeah, I think if she starts streaming, you guys will love her and all that. So hopefully she get active. But I have limited spot. So if not being too active or active at all, I will look for a replacement. And yeah, speaking of cameras, we had some issues. Cinderella had some issues with the phone, but with it getting warm and so on. But that is something that is quite common, and it drains battery. But now, and I bought a new phone. Yeah, I'm not going into all that. I took that all on the. You can go back and watch that episode if you want to have more information about that. But it has been quite much like. But now she will. She got that money that I spent on the other one. We got that refunded because I said send that back. They sold it as a Samsung A5. S5, i5, A5, A52 even. But it's, no. This was a no brand. Apps wouldn't start, so I will go and report them now. Then we got the money back. So now I will go there and report them, because that was a fraud. I don't know if they care, but the site they are on, I know they care. So I will report it to them. And yes, I get lots of messages here now also. So if I look confused sometimes, I hear like bling bling in my ears. I don't know what's going on. Okay. I don't. It's my friend here. Okay, some information. So let's see here. Where was I? But hopefully she will get a better phone now and all that in the future. And now I'm talking about Cindy. So things are happening and so on. Sadly, some things like didn't go as planned. But yesterday we also lost contact totally with this camera. So I thought, no, fudge. Now someone has stolen it. We couldn't access it, but there was no problem with the network. We could access other things. Also, that made, oh no, either it's broken, someone destroyed it. Because yeah, well, you know, there has been people around there and try to because there is equipment in this. And so on, and I've seen people up there, but they have no bad guys, families sitting at this cabin and looking at the view and having like eating something and so on, because there is a little trail up to this mountain. It's quite popular for people to walk up there. But yeah, I was like, no, and I thought, yeah, then that problem is solved. We don't need to solve this because now it's gone. But then after a few hours or 2-3 hours or even more, my friend said, oh, now I can access it, because he also like started to check over and over what's going on, like, and so he tried, and then when I was checking, I couldn't access it either in the app or anywhere. So it went down again, but now it came up again. So it is something going up and down. Hopefully it is because this router that I mentioned in the beginning. Okay, let's leave the technical stuff. I see no one is writing in the chat, and I don't think Will is here, or those common Will and Pia and or Pookie Mac or whatever, they who are not shy. So I seem like we have shy viewers this time, which means I also will cut this shorter. But I'm going to tell a little bit about next week. I have written it also and so on, but next week there will be limited cams here. Maybe it may be like this. I'm going to see now if I get the other cam I'm brought back now. If I get that to work, which I should, because I can see it in a special software, then I will put that on the balcony. And then that one will be up somehow. But because I'm not going to be, I'm starting work on Monday again. Now my vacation is over. I had my month, but I'm not going to be home that next week. From Monday, sometime on the day, I will go up to my brother. I will be living there for a week, taking care of their dogs, because he and his wife is going to visit some friends in Norway and spend a week there. So yeah, so I will be taking care of the dog. I'm going to try to bring at least 2 cameras there, so I can stream from there. But there is lots of, then I need to configure lots, and I need to configure the cameras to be accessing that and their network, Wi-Fi and all that. So we will see how it works, to be sure. So I can't promise Um, but I will try to have some cameras up there under the week instead. Uh, just so you guys know, there, because it's not just bringing the cameras online. I need to stream it, and I need to stream it from here. So I need to configure my router and their router and all that. So we will see how it goes. It's better to say I don't promise, but I will try, and I guess I will get at least one camera to work. So that is what's going to happen next week, but sometimes also, because now I'm going to borrow one of the cars over that week, I need to go to the work also a few times that week. So yes, that is what I had really to say, since no one is really, and I see the viewers coming and going, so I guess this wasn't that interesting, maybe, this little story, but some may think it is interesting later on, so they can yes. Yeah, I have one other thing I need to say. This is ridiculous. This is also a little, not, yeah, a little technical, but it's getting to annoy me, because I there is lots of things going on behind the scenes that you know, it's fixing for the streams and improve that, and there is problem, and with different kind of problems that needs to be solved, and not only from my problems here. There is problems sometimes with Molina stream, and there Cindy has had her problem, and so on, and also we have this copyright, and that's one thing with the copyright issue on, for example, Molina stream, because that is, yeah, nothing to say about those, because they are. There is some car driving by or someone playing music and so on. So those, I just let them be, because they are right. I don't dispute them or anything. Often it is like either what our earnings are either shared with the copyright holder, so we split, and that's fine. I don't mind that on a few streams. That's we don't do this for the money, but yeah. So not the main reason, because then we are in the wrong media, because the earnings ain't great. But that's another thing. But I had such issues with one of my something on my stream, you know, the music that I created. I own the copyright on everything on that. I need to dispute it every single time, because they have used a sample. Someone has used a sample that I also used, and maybe 1,000 others. I don't know, I'm just taking a number out, because it's bought, everyone can bought it from a special service that is royalty free. It's free for use for everyone when you buy it, and you can do whatever you want with it. But this algorithm catches this, because they think, oh, this is a part of this song. This is this song. No, it isn't. It is a sound used in this song, and maybe many others. So I dispute it every time, because I want everything to be correct. Now they don't even bother. They have 30 days to acknowledge. They don't even do that now. They'll let the time go. So after 30 days, I got, hooray, congratulations, they have withdrawn, because it automatically withdrawn if they don't respond or do any action within 30 days. Yesterday, the music I added, the piano music on the antenna stream, is also from a site. It's totally free. It's for free usage, royalty free. Everyone is allowed to download it and use it in with even commercial ways. I can even have it in an ad. Now, someone has released their music there, and then they have decided, I guess, I'm just guessing now, but that's the only thing I can, like, okay, they started it to post it on this, it's called Pixabay or something. It's a huge site for free images, free videos, and so on. People like, okay, I made this, but I allow everyone to have it. Some you need to put somewhere in the description that you use it, but most don't even don't care about that. So there's two different ways. Now I gotten like lots of copyright from that, so I need it. That's also why I now have changed it, because I don't want to have this, because every day to go through this, oh now this, because it will trigger each stream, each day, each stream. When we stop and start a new stream and use the same, it will be a new, because it algorithms who finds it and report it to the copyright, the distributor, the record label or whatever. So this is automatically processed. So even if they say, yeah, you're right, this isn't our music. Next time I use it, it will still be a new one that they also need. Hey, no, you're right, it isn't our music, it's yours. Hey, you're right. It will continue. So now I change the music on that one, because I can't bother doing my own music for everything. It's enough to try to make some new music on my mainstream. And all the reason behind that is because I listen. I had some questions before why I'm not using the microphones on the cameras and give the live audio, because I listen to my web radio, and that will be make nothing. We can't monetize anything then, because that's copyright music. They will be like, no. So that's why I'm using my own music that I made. I just throw things together. It's all that music is just made quickly to have something and so on the radio, on the stream. But there's lots of those things that needs to be handled, and it like. But to be honest, Facebook also have the same. It's the same on Facebook, and Facebook also have a free library with music. Here you have music, so you don't get this problem. Yay! When I had my gaming page, I stream quite a lot gaming, and I used that because I wanted to have music while I played. So I started to use those instead. Guess what? They muted my stream for their own music that they had in the library for us to use. And they said, oh, this may be copyrighted. No, you gave it to me and told us to use this so we not get copyrighted. But that's the thing. People release music to Facebook, to YouTube for these libraries. This free, royalty free. Same on this that I have now on Pixabay or what it's called. They released it there, and then one day they're like, no, I want to earn money from this. So they release it somewhere else. So, and then the world like fucked up, because thousands and thousands of people can have used this music and everything, because it's not on the only on the live. This algorithm scans all the time. So yeah, there's lots of that going on in the background also, and it's annoying. Yes, it is really annoying. I must say, I don't like it at all. Look, I didn't. I can be like a, what is called, ventriloquist. I can't say. Oh, you got to even say it. Ah, you suck. Yay. You know those. Maybe. Or maybe not. I don't want to stick my hand up a butt, even if it is a doll's butt. But wait a little, wait a little. Yes, now I'm going to see if I can get this other camera to work and so on. And if I do that, I need to reset it, I think, and put it on the Wi-Fi, and then I will place it somewhere. But for now, I thank you guys who turned in. Sadly, no chatters today, but that's okay. I'm happy that someone watched. And if you watch this recorded, as I know some do, because you haven't got the time difference and all that, thank you for that also, because that every view counts. And I love that you take your time to watch me rambling on. And I love that you come here and watch this channel. And I know some of you do it daily, and some of you spend quite much time here. From my heart, from everyone that is connected to this channel, thank you, because we do really appreciate it. It's the same where, yeah, for those that came from Spy Life, you know how much we loved and when you were coming in, because you guys make it worth it. We're doing it for you guys. We don't do it for ourselves. Yeah, of course, a little bit. I think it's quite fun. But yeah, you get the point, don't ya? Don't ya? Don't ya?